Oh boy, I love this hobby. I get to work on so much cool stuff. It's cool. Or something you don't see every day. A Pride DX300. I love these little amps, man. They're not only cute, they work great, man. Very well built. This one here doesn't key up, so we're gonna go on the keying circuit and fix it. So, hey, wish me luck. So there we have it. The next Psychotech Labs project, Pride DX300. See ya. Okay. First thing I noticed when I took the case off, twang, twang, twang. If you look right there, it's not soldered. Neither is that right there. Big time cold solder joint right here. I don't know if the camera can pick up on it. This thing doesn't want to focus for crap. But yeah, we're supposed to solder, man. It wasn't soldered there. I don't know if that's from the factory. I kind of doubt it. Of course, somebody put in a new part there and just didn't get it soldered good. That's possible. But yeah, twang. That's got to be fixed first before we even look at the keying circuit. So there we go. We're off for the races on this project. Psychotech Labs. We'll be back. Look at that glob of solder, man. Somebody went friggin' wild on this. Yeah, I guess when the solder don't stink, you just glob more on. So, bad news. There's a couple of little ears here that this is supposed to solder to. We got, you know, multiple wires that are tapped on this band coil here. And yeah, we broke off a couple ears. We're going to see if we can get that soldered up and repaired. If not, I'm authorized to go ahead and monoband it. Antenna load. Right there. I can hear and feel some plates touching. So I'm going to have to pull this whole antenna load out. Go ahead and find out where it's touching and fix that. So yeah, we're going to have to do a lot of work here on the PI network and repair that before we can even address the keying circuit. So and then I guess we'll start with pulling this, and then we're going to try to get that all soldered back, and we'll take it from there. Catch me later on Psychotech Labs, where the psychos go. Okay, so this is what was completely broke away from multiple components here. These ears are busted off right here. Really, I'm making the call to monoband it. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and monoband it. I went to this here. I thought we had some plates touching. It turned out it was just the front knob hitting the mounting screws. So we got that all taken care of. Alright. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to monoband her. And that'll take care of the Pi network. And we can move on to the keying circuit problem. Catch me later. Psychotech Labs signing off. Alright. That variable air gap capacitor is loose and just flopping around in there. That doesn't make for a good ground either. So yeah, it's a good thing we're tearing the Pi network apart, and because yeah, finding all sorts of weird little problems here. So we're gonna have to torque that baby down, get her all nice and snug, and then we can put in our new loading coil. I don't know if I'm going to use that one or not. I usually use this one just to get me started. So, yeah, that's where we're at. Get to tighten that up now. Okay. I mounted a coil in there. A lot cleaner and meaner looking. Mounted way better, man. Nothing's flopping around in there now. So, it yeah, it all looks pretty good. So I guess we could probably move on to taking the we'll have to put the top back on, and yeah, and then we can flip it over on the bottom, take the inspection cover off, and take a look at the keying circuit. So, yep, that is where we are at. Psychotech Labs. Catch me in a bit. We'll be opening up the bottom access panel and seeing how much access we get. Yep. Psychotech Labs signing off. Well, that transistor right there, that's an original tranny. This cobbled together mess here, that's where the keying transistor is supposed to be. Somebody's put this huge ass transistor in here, and yeah, somehow I just don't think that's going to work unless you change the whole keying circuit. And the drive on that transistor, I'm going to guess, is probably a lot higher than the original, so that's probably why it doesn't want to key up. It's been recapped. Look. So that's not dangerous, is it? That's hella dangerous. I use a silicone adhesive, and I never have had it come loose like that. So I got to redo all that. Oh man. Yeah, that's not going to be fun to replace that keying transistor and then bring it back to factory specs. Yeah, not a happy day at Psychotech Labs. That's going to be quite a bit of work. Yeah, just to get this board out, it's going to be a pain in the butt. Alright, catch me later. So I just talked to the guy that owns this. He said that it was supposed to have a Nomad high voltage board put in it. It's supposed to have been upgraded. Okay. I'd say negative on the Nomad board. We're going to build our own board. These are some kind of no-name capacitors. I don't know. I don't see any markings on them at all. Maybe when I pull those out, I'll find some markings, but it's like cheap Chinese Nomad caps. We're going to put some real cappies in there. And I'll be using a PC board. So we'll have a PC board and real cappies put in there on a PC board. Won't be a Nomad board, it'll be a Psychotech Labs board. But hey, Psychotech Labs is not afraid to build our own capacitance banks. We've done it many times here at Psychotech Labs, so we're going to get on it and get her done. Catch me later. Okay, we're building the new Psychotech Labs capacitance bank. Lot of measuring. Lots and lots of measuring. So we got the first cap in. So this is the fun part. These don't just plug in. I have to bore out 2 holes per capacitor. The bleeder resistors, they'll just fit right in. That's not a problem. So that's what we're doing right now. Marking out where the holes need to be drilled out. Then we can mount all the caps, all the bleeder resistors, and flip it over, start to solder everything up. So that's the start of it. Got Psychotech Labs capacitance bank. Yep, complete with brand new bleeder resistors. That's replacing that other thing that was in there. Yeah, check that out. So they just reused some old carbon resistors, it looks like. These things don't even have a name or a value or anything on there. They were just flopping around in there. Alright. Well, we're going to get back to work. Psychotech Labs building the new capacitance bank for the Pride DX300 amplifier. See ya! Okay, let's talk build quality. That was supposed to be a Nomad board. There's no board, so how could it be a Nomad board? Didn't know what a Nomad board's supposed to look like, but yeah. Okay, let's Psychotech Labs capacitance bank right there. We got to still solder it up on the bottom, but yeah, what would you rather have? Yep, A or B? Catch me later. We're going to solder this up and get her mounted up, put in, and all that good stuff. Psychotech Labs signing off. Okay, we got the backside all soldered up. So it's what's done. May not be a Nomad board, but it's definitely a Psychotech Labs capacitance bank for the high voltage. There it is. Yep, we're going to mount it tomorrow. Yeah, it's getting late. So we'll mount it tomorrow, throw it on the Variac, test it out. Y'all have a good one. Psychotech Labs, man, bagging it for today. Alright, so that's what the new capacitor bank looks like, all installed. Well, not totally installed yet, but mounted. Yeah, you got some more wiring and stuff to do, a little more re-engineering. We got to re-engineer that so it fits like that. Not enough room anymore for it to fit back here where they had it crammed in there. So we'll make a metal bracket and get that set up so it's mounted properly. Alrighty, moving right along on this project. Catch me later. Okay, new capacitance bank has been installed. I reused their voltage doubler circuit. I would have rather had a nice clean circuit board, and it would have been easier to mount and everything. Okay, so we built this mounting bracket here. Okay, got those two things. Holds this capacitance bank in place, even though we have silicone adhesive, and mine definitely sticks, just to make sure. Yeah, that capacitance bank is going nowhere, and it allowed us to mount this right here, which is the voltage doubler circuit. So that's it. High voltage section is done. Next, we move on to the butchered keying circuit. I'll have to go through the schematics. I'm going to see if I can access stuff from the top of the board rather than going to all the time and trouble to pull that board. So if we can do a pro job from the top, we're going to do that. Catch me later. Psychotech Labs making progress. High voltage section is done. Catch me later. Alright, so I replace this cobbled together mess. and I was able to solder from the top, and that should do it. I used a pretty much an equivalent replacement on the transistor. Transistor is supposed to look like that little can right there, but we put a little modern one in there. I use the same transistor in all the keying circuits that I build, so it should hold up fine. That should be it for underneath here. Next, we're going to address the Pi network. We got to finish the tank coil assembly. I think we're just going to take a guess, build one from scratch, go 5 turns, and see from there. Normally I use this other coil and I just short out windings until I get it right. Then I wind the coil. So anyway, we'll be back. Closing in for the kill on this project. See ya. Okay, Pi network's done. New tank coil's in. Everything's done down below. Nothing left to do other than put the case on it and variac test it. Catch me in a bit. Psychotech Labs, where the psychos go. Okay, first power up test. So we're let's see, we're good. Keying about at 30 watts. Swinging 250. And that's with about 2 watts swinging 12. So yeah, it's working, it's keying. Transformer's kind of humming a lot, but okay, now we're over 300. 400. So we're showing about 400 on low. Let's go to high. Right there. Oh yeah, 800. A lot of vibration in the case. 800 watts. Good, Ken. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 150 dead key. 800 swing. Oh, there we go. It's working. It's alive. Thank you, God. Thank you. Thank you. Hey man, thanks to everybody for watching my videos. That Pride DX300 project looks like she's all done. So yeah, there it is. Doing 800 watts with 2 watts swinging 12. Catch me later. Psychotech Labs, where the psychos go. Shout out to all my viewers, man. Catch you later. See ya.